Hello, let's talk about pronunciation. Pronunciation has to do with how you sound. And I've told some of you that you need a lot of work with pronunciation. Pronunciation has to do with your lips, your teeth, your tongue, and your jaw. It really is about the way your muscles work in your mouth and your jaw. When you speak English, it's a very wide mouth language. We say we open our mouths very wide compared to other languages. Now, you have to train your muscles to open wide. You also have to train your lips, your tongue, and your teeth to do the same things that native English speakers do with their mouth. How? How do you improve your pronunciation? The first step is the same as learning a language, listening. Listen, 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 and then you're able to mimic or produce. But you first must listen to the sound, understand the sound, know how to make the sound with your teeth, your lips, and your tongue. Okay, so you're going to be aware of this part of your mouth. Sometimes before we start class, I have students do gymnastics with their mouth, and it means like what it sounds. Open your mouth up big, ah, 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 e, ooh, ooh. You really exercise your mouth because some of you speak English like this. Some of you speak English without using your muscles in your face. So this is what we have to retrain when you speak another language. All right, so how do you retrain your muscles in your body? You go to the gym. The same thing with English. The more you speak, the more you practice using your muscles in your face correctly, the better you're going to sound. Is it possible for someone to sound like a native English speaker? Yes, it is. I know many students who I can't tell if their first language is English or not. Maybe you're a beginner. This will take time, like everything with language, but it is possible to sound like a native speaker the more you try. So what are some ways that we can help ourselves? Well, recording yourself on video, on phone, it's a very useful tool. Why? Because you can see how you sound. You can listen to your words, and sometimes when we speak, we sound correctly in our ears. However, when we listen to our recording, you can understand more your problem areas. Of course, I will help you listen to your problem areas, but you need to submit some type of video or audio file to me so I can see a recording of yourself speaking. Okay. The other thing I want you to focus on is the sounds of English. Remember, in English, the letters do not equal sounds. Okay, letters do not equal sounds. We do not say family, we say family. We do not say Kimberly, we say Kimberly. Okay, we kind of push our words together. We don't say every single sound in words. In English, we have something called the Phonetic Alphabet. And I gave you the website, but here it is. You can go through and you can click on each symbol, and these are the sounds of English. Okay, this is the phonetic sounds, and these are the true sounds of English. As you can tell, we have a lot more vowels than just A, E, I, O, and U. These are all the different vowels we have, and we have some different consonant sounds. Okay, these are the sounds of English, not the alphabet. So it's also beneficial for you to learn these sounds. You can rewatch this graph. There's also different websites that show you the position of your tongue and your lips when you make these sounds. Okay, that's beneficial. The last part, I want to go through this poem with you. Now, I'm going to read it. I want you to read along. You can actually pause the video, try to read the poem yourself, and then listen to me read it, okay? This is English pronunciation. I take it you already know of tough and bow and cough and dough. Others may stumble, but not you, on hiccup, thorough, laugh and through, in cork and work, and card and ward, and font and front, and and font in front, and word and sword. Well done! And now if you wish, perhaps, to learn of less familiar traps, beware of heard a dreadful word that looks like beard and sounds like bird. In dead, it's said like bed, not bead. For goodness sakes, don't call it deed. Watch out for meat and great and threat. They rhyme with suit and straight and debt. A moth is not a moth in mother, nor both in bother, broth in brother. And here is not a match for there, in dear and fear for bear and pear. And then there's dose and rose and loose. Just look them up, and goose and choose. And do and go, then thwart and cart. Come, come, I've hardly made a start. A dreadful language, man alive, I'd mastered it when I was 5. Okay, so this is just a silly poem to show you that pronunciation is difficult in English. It's fun, but our words are said differently. We don't say every letter in a word does not make a sound. We have different rules for different words. But don't be discouraged. Pronunciation will come, just like everything with language in English. The harder you work, the more you'll see the fruit of your labor. Also, just remember that the first step is always to hear, okay? Especially with pronunciation. We're going to hear the different sounds. We're going to hear and look at how our face, our throats make the word and the sound. So the first step is always observing, right? With your eyes and your ears. You must be intuitive. You must listen, and then you mimic. That means do the exact same thing with your mouth, your teeth, and your lips as much as you can. A good way to do this is to stand in front of a mirror. Oftentimes, pronunciation can be embarrassing because you know you're saying your words correctly. You have perfect writing scores. You can read and understand almost everything, but when you open your mouth to speak, people will say, "What? Repeat?" And you get frustrated and you think, I'm saying exactly the right English. Well, a lot of it has to do with just your pronunciation, how the words are coming out of your mouth. And this is something we have to work on, especially with working so much on computers and online. We do a lot of reading, a lot of writing, maybe not so much speaking. But to be understood, you do have to learn how to speak clearly. And this all has to do with the muscles and how you use your mouth. And just like any muscle, it's better developed if you train it, and you have to develop the strength in the muscles through exercising and opening your mouth wide, using those lips in the tongue. Okay? So observing how English speakers use their mouths and mimicking them, using a mirror in the bathroom so you don't have to embarrass yourself, in front of the speaker, right? In front of your teacher. Go into the bathroom in privacy. Try to make your mouth and your lips make those exact sounds, such as rose or hot or lip or home. Okay, we're going to do lots more work, lots more practice. In the next videos, we'll talk about the different sounds of different alphabet, different sounds, different letters, and the stress in the rhythm of language. This is also a very important matter. But for now, let's just check out these phonemes and learn some of this interactive phoneme chart. I want you to review that until you're able to hear the different sounds and how each one is different from the other. Okay, thank you.